Hi everybody. Well, welcome back to Florida. I say that because I just got off a flight a little bit ago. I'm in Texas and I got a new hat. I'm loving it. It's very comfortable and hides my dirty hair. So I wanted to show you something that I bought last week, and I'm just now getting to the point where I can sit down and play with my new toy. Take a look at this. Ta-da! Look at that. I got the GoPro Hero 6. I put the battery in and was playing around with it and realized I needed to have an SD card. So I went through all my SD cards and I knew I had one that was a small one that would fit this, and it's supposed to go right there. And look, both mine are missing. I have no idea where they're at. So they're so tiny. With me moving and packing, I have no idea where that's at. Okay, so let me give you an update with Sophie. Hopefully I don't confuse you with the dates, but I'll try to be very general. I bought her April 15th. I took her out for the first time to do an overnight, which I think you guys have seen that video, inside and outside. Made a list of all the things that were a problem or maintenance issues and all that. That was on May 1st. So purchased April 15th, took her out on May 1st, made the list of issues she had to the service department by May 2nd. I hadn't heard from anybody in a while, so on May 15th, I contacted my salesman and I said, hey, what's going on? And he didn't write me back. I wrote him again the same day, later that night, and just said, hey, I want to tell you I might be picking her up a little bit early, because initially it was supposed to be July 1st. And he wrote back on May 17th and told me, that's fine, you can pick her up sometime in June, and everything seems to be going well with the maintenance issues. That was the last I heard. So I happened to be in LA one day and someone was asking me about the RV, and I thought, I'm going to give them a quick call. And I think it was May 28th or 29th, something like that. And I called the service department, not my salesman, and he said, oh, I'm surprised to hear from you. Hasn't your salesman called you? I said, no, I haven't heard from anyone. That's why I'm calling, just to make sure that everything's okay, because I would like to pick her up sometime early June. I hadn't made the decision yet on what day. So he says, oh yeah, everything's fine, looks good. And he went over each item that I had made the list from and said details about how everything was looked at and how it was fixed, or that it was looked at and it was okay. So I think it was on June 2nd, I finally contacted my salesman and I said, listen, I'm coming over June 9th. I happen to have a day off. I found a ride. I'm coming over to Fort Myers from Fort Lauderdale, which is a 2-hour drive. And I want to make sure that Sophie's ready for me. No problem. We need to make an appointment. Okay. So a couple days later, he writes me back and he says, 11 o'clock on June 9th is your appointment to meet with maintenance so that we can have a walkthrough. 11 o'clock sounded like a great time because that gave me time to drive the 2 hours over there and time to go through the RV with the maintenance and service people, and I'd be home before dark. So June 9th rolls around. My friend Devon, as you can tell by one of the videos, if you watched that video, was a very tough day for me. But anyway, we went to pick her up. She wasn't ready, of course, and now they're telling me it is June 23rd, and I've been calling since earlier this week going, hey, what's going on? They said, oh, we're having the Thor representative come and look at your RV because we looked at the other Thors on the lot and they're having the same issue. Now here's the issue. It's just like, it doesn't seem to be that big of a big deal, but you have to remember I'm in Florida. The AC is working. However, the vents in the living room portion of the RV have like just air barely trickling out, whereas back in the bedroom, it's just gushing. And that's even with the dump closed, so it should be coming out of both of those pretty equally. But it is so hot in the front part of the RV, and I told him when I got there on June 9th, I was like, there's no way, I can't live in this in Florida. We even, shut off the front portion and put a curtain up to keep all the light out, but it was still in direct sun, which is where I'm going to be parking it anyway. It's pretty much going to receive direct sun all day. And they said, okay, well, we'll look at it. So I called last week and they said they're waiting on the Thor representative. They give me a call. They never called. I finally wrote a note or an email to Tom at the RV World, and I told him, I said, here's the deal. And I wrote detail by detail of the dates that I had communicated with him, with the financial lady, with my salesman, and with the service department. Luckily, I had kept all those emails. So I sent the email with the detail and I said, listen, in the meantime, my lease here is up first part of July. I mean, I have to be out by July 13th, but I was hoping to be out by the 1st of July. And in the meantime, I thought I was picking her up June 9th, so I've already paid for 1 month's rent at the RV site. So I'm already out $900 and it is June 24th and I have yet to park anything there. So everyone's asking me what I'm doing and where I'm going, and I don't even have an answer. And there were some other things at work that were going on. I had tried to apply for a different job within the same company and I didn't get it, so that kind of threw me for a loop. And then the RV not working. It's been a really stressful couple of weeks trying to figure out what my next move is. So I do know I have to be out of the apartment, so that's my first move. I have the boxes here, and I will tell you that I can't figure out exactly what to do with that either, because if you know anything about my apartment in Texas, or it's a condo, it's coastal, it's on the coast of South Texas in Rockport, and it's a rental property, so I really wasn't planning on living in it full time. However, it was destroyed in Harvey, so they're rebuilding it, and it should be rebuilt by this fall. When is fall? I don't know. The contractor tells me, oh, you can possibly move your stuff back in about 2 or 3 months. I was like, wow, that would be great, because I have to pack everything, put it in a truck, drive it out there, and then store it for a couple of months, and then I can put it in the apartment. Well, when do I have time to do that, working full-time, 6 days a week, 11 hours a day? So then I thought, well, maybe I should look at, what do you call it, Pods or Zippy, or there's so many different companies out there now that do that, but they actually deliver like a small crate, and then I load it and they take it away, store it, drive it across country, store it again, and then deliver it so I can just unload it. And I did call about the Pod, and I tried to ask for 5 months storage, and it was extravagant. It was like $4,000, of which I don't have. So again, I know I need to be out of the apartment. I just don't know where all my stuff's gonna go. I really don't know where I'm going to live if Sophie is not ready. Yeah, everything's still up in the air, and my GoPro doesn't work because I don't have an SD card. But speaking of that, hopefully I'll be making better videos than right now. I'm on my phone. It's an iPhone 7 Plus, and I know I need to work with a different program. I've been working with iMovie on my phone, and I think it's been pretty good for a beginner, but I'd like to do some upgrading. In the meantime, I am researching computers, and I've always had a Mac, so this is new for me. I think I'm going to move away from a Mac. I hope you've enjoyed this short but detailed video of what's going on this week in the life of Lainey. And before I leave, I will share some videos, or some pictures at least, of all the boxes around my apartment. I actually have a couch surfer here today, and she's resting from her long trip, so she is in the guest room, so I won't be able to take those pictures. But we'll give you an update. Stay tuned. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. Please tell your friends to do so too. Still working on that 1,000 subscribers. Hello again, real quick. I thought I'd show you my apartment. Just some packing supplies. I did sell a lot of furniture already, so my chair was there with the end table, which is now gone. My coffee table here is missing. I still have the couch and a couple of things here and there. Not much on the walls anymore. here's majority of my condo stuff. I tried to organize saying that the boxes were going to be what's going to go in the condo, and then I have tubs, and the tubs are going to be things that I'm going to store for a home or something that I'm going to live in. So as you can see, there's the box. I'm still kind of packing. Not sure what to do with this rug. And that brings me to the dining room. I need to pack my TV at some point. I have 2 bikes, one here, one there. I did sell my table, so what I have left is this folding table, and of course that huge Chinese table. If anybody would like to store it for me, I would greatly appreciate it. It won't take up too much space. It's only about that thick. Everything is packed pretty much out of all the cabinets in the kitchen, so that's about it. Let's head to the bedroom. Hello again. So here we are in the bedroom, and I do have a couple of things still left on the wall, and I did just sell my bed. So my mattress is on the floor, but you can see all my tubs back there. That's actual storage. Oh, it's a lot of my kids' things, photo albums and toys and clothing and stuff that I just can't seem to get rid of. These are wall hangings and paintings, and I do want to keep the furniture. I've actually painted this, and you can see this dresser, matching dresser that I found in the trash, and I've redone it. And of course I'm going to keep the rug as well. Again, a few more things and a few more boxes just laying around, and I do have a bathroom in there. Just packed up my 27-inch iMac and the TV that was in here as well. I'll give you a sneak peek of my closet. It's quite messy right now, but if you remember from one of the videos, I showed you a picture that my clothes used to go, you know, all the way around, and I really did get rid of a lot. That was really hard to do. A lot of minimizing was not easy for me. And you can see there's more tubs and things in there, but on this shelf right here, all these baskets, and you can see I've labeled them. They're gonna go in the overhead bins in the RV. So most of my clothes are rolled up, and they seem to be doing fine. I kind of wanted to give that a little test run these last few months to see if they were getting wrinkled or anything like that, and they seem to be doing just fine. And then I will have a few more tubs up there, only about from here over that's going to be allowed into the hanging closet in the RV, and it's mainly my uniforms for work. I guess that's it. I keep the room pretty dark. I don't know if someone's going to comment on that, but if I turn this light out, and it's pretty early in the evening here, it's pitch black. Welcome to being a flight attendant. I kind of sleep all hours of the day sometimes, or I have really early shows, or I come home really late, so I do sleep in during the day sometimes. Anyway, I think I'm going to take you outside real quick just so you can see the outside of the apartment. A lot of this was destroyed actually in Irma. This thing was filled with trees. It was really nice and cool. And of course I love the fountain, as you can see. Also we have a parking lot over here. We have one assigned parking spot for each apartment. And I'm in a 2-bedroom right now. So anyways, you can see it's very nice and clean. The manager keeps it well organized, and meaning people are good neighbors. Anyway, I think I'll stay outside here just for a bit. Like I said, I have a couch surfer, and I was worried I was going to wake her up with all my loud talking. But I do start work again on Monday, teaching a new initial class of flight attendants. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Again, please, if you liked the video, please hit the like button, and I really would appreciate it if you would subscribe. Tell all your friends to subscribe as well. All my watched video time only comes from my subscribers, and I really would like to monetize this YouTube account and hopefully benefit from that in the future. So, you guys have a wonderful evening. Love, Lainey.